Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all my group members. My name is Sharifah Sumaira Miss Aisha, metric number 209299.
My name is Siti Sarah binti Sarizal. My metric number is 206773.
My name is Siti Nur Nabila binti Tahar. My metric number is 205609.
My name is Hanisha Mira Farhani binti Puzi. My metric number is 206813.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Wanu Faizah Fazana binti Yusri and my metric number is 205857.
Okay, since all of us has introduced ourselves, shall we start with our discussion?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so today's discussion is about zero waste. So our focus is it difficult to practice zero waste in Malaysia? What is your view? Before we proceed with our discussion, let me tell you about zero waste lifestyle. From what I understand from my research on this theme, zero waste lifestyle are people who intend to decrease and does not want to create unnecessary waste such as plastic, since plastic are non-biodegradable and non-recycling waste. So based on this focus, I agree with it because it is difficult for Malaysians to practice zero waste lifestyle. In my opinion, the reason why I agree with this statement is because Malaysians are too lazy to change their lifestyle. We like to have an easy and not complicated lifestyle. As you know, people who choose zero waste lifestyle needs to bring their own shopping bag and an empty jar to fill up their dry or wet ingredient. For me, this lifestyle is a waste of their time because they can just pay plastic bag to carry their grocery without bringing any shopping bag when they do their grocery. And we can just take the dry or wet ingredient that have already been packaged. So what do you guys think about this statement?
Yes, I also agree with the statement. Malaysia has their own mindset thinking this lifestyle is too difficult for them. Most people in Malaysia usually willing to pay 20 cents for plastic bag without thinking further. Sometimes they think to bring a spare bag are troublesome to carry to mall. A person's mindset sometimes change because of the lazy attitude that in oneself, even though various things that we can bring from home, such as food bag, recycling bag, and so on.
That's a good point, but I disagree with both of you. I think not all Malaysian has that kind of mindsets. There are many local communities who practice zero waste lifestyle and also try to lead others to join in with them. There are many programs that were held by the government, such as Malaysia First Zero Waste Fees. This program was held on 23rd December 2017 and successful to get a lot of support from citizens. In this program, there are also other events such as Zero Waste Market and Zero Waste Workshop. RD display things that there is from recycled and used material. So, by this kind of program, local people will be involved and they will be aware about zero waste lifestyle. They can practice it after the program because they already have knowledge about it. So it will not be hard to change. But with their mindset to determine to change their lifestyle, it will surely be a success. They can change little by little. For instance, they can reuse empty bottle by refill it with water and brought their own bag to the supermarket. I also do this, and it actually not that hard. And it can save money, especially we are students and every cent of money is precious. How about you, Anis? Do you agree with what I said?
Actually, I see things differently from you, Nabila. As you can see right now, we are struggling in the pandemic, and right now we have financial problem to the campaign. By this, it is difficult to attract and convince Malaysian people to practice living in a zero waste lifestyle. In the absence of a campaign, the community does not know much about recycling program, including the 3R, reduce, reuse, and recycle. This makes them unaware on how to dispose of trash properly and not thinking about the consequences that will occur in the future. For example, people do not know about the disadvantages of plastic, where plastic takes a long time to decompose, which is around 10 to 20 years. They can act to dispose of it and will affect other ecosystem. As we always see, the plastic being thrown to the sea causes the turtles eating it eventually die. We also know that plastic is also cheaper and easier to find. So it's not surprising that people prefer plastic over others. And what do you think, Zana?
I agree completely with what Nabila just said before. Because when we talk about zero waste, it means you refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and road. So basically, the biggest area that produce plastic waste is grocery shopping. Plastic also produce bags, wrappers, and also packaging that are abandoned at grocery stores. From this, to avoid a zero waste, any customers need bring their own closed grocery bags as well as reusable. Malaysian people can start by saying no to any kind of paper at any given time because it's fairly easy to avoid waste at work. More and more companies are going green and have reduced that frequency in which they print a document, especially in this pandemic action. Almost co-workers work from home. They use their phone and laptop to share any important information. From this, they didn't need to print a hard copy, which is can prevent a zero waste.
Sorry, I would like to add something here. As you know, local people like to throw trash everywhere. Most of the people are always do something in their own car, such as eating, drinking, clean up car during driving and else. So far, easy way to clean or finish up the car is we throw away the rubbish outside without thinking any further. Also, there are recycle bins to throw the rubbish, but they still think throw their rubbish everywhere because they do not care and think there are people who work the, there to clean up their trash.
So in other words, you're saying that most Malaysian people does not think twice while throwing their trash on the road, sideways, and also inside their workplace because they think that the cleaners that works there will clean up their trash. Is that right, Sarah?
Yes, that's right.
In my suggestion, we aim to say nothing to landfill. We reduce what we need, reuse as much as we can, send a little to be recycled, and compost what we cannot. Now, we currently live in a linear economy where we take resources from the earth and then during them in a giant hole in the ground.
I want to add something here. Garbage dumps in Malaysia are actually not many due to increase in people who like to throw garbage every day. This made the existing landfill become less and less crowded. This is also due to the recycling process in Malaysia, which is not systematic and still lags behind compared to the other developed countries. Technologies and public involvement in this regard are also still lacking, making zero waste difficult to do. Society still look likely on this without thinking about the negative effect that will arise, such as air pollution. And I see now youth still choose job and do not want to get involved in this recycling. So it's not surprising if zero waste is difficult to implement.
So you are saying that we have less landfill site due to people who love to throw rubbish on the land than throw it into the rubbish bin. Am I right, Anis?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Actually, from my view, that's why the government do many campaigns about the zero waste. For example, in Selangor, the authorities carry out free plastic and polystyrene bag campaign. This was implementation every day, which plastic bag is no longer free and use of polystyrene is strictly prohibited. Therefore, it actually applied in their life. from my perspective again, I'm sure that this will help to change their lifestyle into a zero waste lifestyle because they already know about it. Not only that, the authority also add this condition during the business license application. What do you guys think? Am I correct?
Other than that, what you have just said, I think it is difficult because most of zero waste store are located throughout KL and Selangor, leaving the other state behind, such as Perlis, Kedah, Terengganu. Even though most of the store are in KL, but you can still see trash near the roads. By this, you can see that Malaysian people does not care about zero waste lifestyle, though the government has already implemented campaign about practice of zero waste lifestyle. What do you think?
I think I can see the reason why the three of you agree to the statement given. Even though Malaysian people has already joined the practice zero waste lifestyle, they still have a hard time to change it because they will think I will be a waste of their time. And they think that it will be much easier if they just pay the plastic since it is only 20 cents per plastic bag.
Yes, that is completely true, Zana.
What do you think, Nabila? Do you still disagree to the statement given?
Yes, I still stand in my opinion on this statement that the zero waste is not difficult. It's not difficult to practice in Malaysia.
So after listening to the opinion that we have been presented in this discussion, majority of us has agreed that it is difficult for Malaysian to practice zero waste lifestyle.
So to sum up, based on our discussion, the important point is it hard to Malaysian to change their lifestyle and they also does not know much about recycling programs. Even the government have provided many programs about the zero waste.
And to the end our discussion here, majority of us agree that zero waste is hard to achieve in Malaysia because there are so many reasons like people mindset and financial problem. And I think it's also hard to improve recycling system since not many communities are interested in recycling due to lack of knowledge in this regards. But I hope the development of our technology can achieve zero waste in the future. And I think that's all from us. You guys want to add something? No. Okay, I think that's all from us and thank you.